Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to the DC Show. This is T. McNeil. Today is Friday. Let's talk some tech gaming news. So, guys, there is some information out there right now, and obviously it's leaks, but it's about the upcoming iPhone 11, or presumably that's what Apple's going to call it, and a little bit of technical specs. And it's supposed to feature, for the first time, a 3-lens triple camera setup on the back of the iPhone, and then also saying that there's going to be more than one variation of the iPhone 11, as Apple did with the previous generation of the iPhone 10 and the 10s Max. Now, keep in mind, guys, to take this information with a grain of salt. It's supposed to be from a very reliable, trusted source, and this source has not been wrong in the past. But we live in a world today, guys, where leaks is just an everyday occurrence. And, I kind of wish it was back in the days when the surprise factor was really high. Nowadays, because reveals is coming out back to back, the surprise element and the overall feeling of something new coming out has pretty much just dissipated at this point, because at the end of the day, the information has pretty much already been revealed. So when the official reveal happens, no one's really happy or excited about it because you already know the information. So it's an unfortunate thing, but let's get right into the information and we'll go from there. So it does say that the idea that the iPhone 11 would feature a triple camera system in a rectangular formation, 3 cameras plus the flash, was raised by OnLeaks back in January. It's a Japanese blog, Mocha Takara. Today corroborates with the mock-ups with sourcing from Chinese suppliers. Now, according to the Wall Street Journal, previously reported that the high-end iPhone 11 would feature the triple camera system. The wording of that reported intimated that high-end meant the iPhone 10s Max form factor phone. Mocha Takara says that he believes that the triple lens camera system will be included on the 5.8-inch iPhone 11 as well. So you guys can see the image for yourself. This is actually not the official image. It's obviously a rendering of an image, but again, as I stated before, with the ongoing leaks on an everyday basis, from everything from technology to the latest clothing to the latest shoes, a lot of times the renderings are not incorrect. They're actually pretty much on par for the most part. But again, the triple lens camera system could look like this, or it could be on the likes of something like Samsung Galaxy S10, where they have the lens back to back beside each other. Okay, so whichever way Apple decides they want to do this, we do know for a fact that the new iPhone will feature a triple lens camera, simply because Apple wants to stay up with the competition, so to speak, with that being Samsung, their closest competition. So pretty much right now, those two companies are neck and neck with this technology. But let's continue. Rather than differentiate on physical chassis size, Apple could differentiate on storage, according to the report. This would mean that some higher end models that boast larger capacity internal storage would also include the triple camera system as an added perk. So what do you guys actually think about that? Do you think that Apple should differentiate on the physical size, or do you think that the storage would be better, or should it be a combination of both? The iPhone 10s and the 10s Max obviously has one has a 5.8-inch screen, the other one has a 6.5-inch screen. So there's definitely a size difference, but there's really not too much of a storage difference. And the thing is, I think what Apple needs to do from a storage standpoint is to just get rid of the 64 gigs altogether and just start out at 128, just like Samsung is doing right now. The more and more that we do with our phones each day, it's going to require more storage. More people are taking pictures, more people are taking videos. They're doing all types of documents and things with their phones, so you're going to need the space. Okay. As far as the sizes of the phone, I think 5.8-inch is always that sweet spot. I think they need to keep that, because that size pretty much works for most people. Any phone that's a 6.4 or 6.5 is usually too much of a screen, and you can't even really use a phone with one hand, so to speak. So we'll see what Apple does with this particular information and setup. Now, this will not be the first time that Apple has limited features to their higher tier variants of their devices. With the iPhone 7, for instance, the glossy new jet black color was only available on the 128GB and 256GB SKU. So what do you guys think about that information? These phone companies have always been known to do that. I'm not sure why Apple and Samsung and Huawei and all these companies limit their devices, and especially with certain colors to certain devices, what I'm trying to say. If you want to get, let's say, this particular color, you got to spend more money because in that particular color, it comes with more features. So why not just include all of the features in every device and have colors in every device? That way you give, consumers a little bit more choice when it comes to purchasing their phones. I'm just not a big advocate of spending more money if I don't have to. And finally, the second generation iPhone XR will move from one lens to a dual camera lens system. Apple is expected to officially announce its 2019 iPhone lineup in September. So you guys let me know down below in the comment section how you feel about the information. Is the iPhone 11 a phone in your sights, or are you guys pretty much happy with the current phone that you have right now? Right now, guys, I have the iPhone XS, and I'm pretty much happy with it. I am excited to see exactly what the iPhone 11 will bring to the table. I do like the triple lens camera setup in the back of the phone. Obviously, there's no specs on the dual aperture lenses or, what type of megapixels these phones are going to be able to produce. But when that information becomes available, you guys will be the first to know, okay? And again, this is just renderings and it's just a little bit of information. So what do you guys think as far as a pricing point for the new iPhone 11? Do you think that it's going to be in that $1,000 ballpark like the current generation? Or do you think Apple's going to finally, learn from their mistakes, so to speak, and actually price these phones a little bit cheaper out the gate? Okay, so that way they're not shooting themselves in the foot at the end of the day, okay? Other reports are stating that there could be at least 3 versions of this phone, just like the current generation with the XS, the XS Max, and the XR. But again, that information is not available, so we'll just have to wait and see. All right. Now, by me having a XS, I did drop pretty good amount of money on this phone, and I'm really not looking to have to do that again. So hopefully, I'm one of those techie type of guys where I can just upgrade when I want to and be happy with the phone that I currently have. All right. But you guys let me know how y'all feel about the information. Also, guys, make sure that you like and share this content. I would definitely appreciate that. Also, if you enjoy the content, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. And finally, do not forget to tap the bell symbol so that you receive notifications when the DC Show puts up new content. So I appreciate you watching and listening and tuning in. Until the next time, have a good one.